Welcome, welcome. In this video, we're going to cover the homepage for GA4, which you can navigate to from this left menu. This page serves more as a suggestion page for navigation, and you'll see why in a moment. It does give you this chart you can use for key performance indicators or KPIs. You can click on these metrics at the top to see how they trend over time. Not only that, you can change the metrics to what you feel like are your KPIs. For example, you can change any of these to purchases, transactions, or revenue. You can also allow Google Analytics 4 to choose a metric for you. And the next time you come back to your homepage, these changes for those metrics will remain. For each chart, you'll see a link to the report in the bottom right corner. There's this real-time report that shows you users from the last 30 minutes. You can change the dimension to another dimension here, and you can change users to new users. There's an area for recently accessed, so you can navigate back to those sections easily. There are suggested charts and tables, and they're working on a section for insights and recommendations. Now we'll look at the report section. You'll be brought to the screen that looks like this. It's kind of your dashboard for all the key metrics and important trends that you want to keep an eye on. And by default, it's set to all users, but you can add a comparison from here and configuring the dimensions, selecting the dimensions you're looking for, selecting the values, and adding a new condition if you want. You can also edit the comparisons that you have in this top right corner here. You can share this report, and you can also click on this icon for insights. This allows you to drill down into any questions that you might have for these specific topics. And if you find something that you're interested in, you can click on that question and it'll provide you with the answer. Any insights that GA4 wants to call out, it'll show in this area here. And there's a bar chart, a horizontal bar chart for where your users are coming from, what traffic channels they're coming from. You can adjust the dimension to any of these options available. Whenever you see a down arrow next to a dimension or a metric, you can click on it and it'll give you a drop-down list of other metrics or dimensions that you can choose from. And it'll show you metrics or dimensions that are related to the chart or the data table that you clicked on. Then there's a section for your top campaigns, so you can see the session and medium. You can see where your users are coming from by country, as well as the retention rate and how users are engaging with your property over time. So there's this time series chart that shows user activity by these cohorts. And here there's this chart that shows the user cohort activity by week. Now down here we have the engagement section where it shows you the pages and the screens that receive the most views, the top events on your web property, and the top conversions. This data table down here shows you your top selling products if you have an e-commerce site. And finally, here's a donut chart that shows you the conversions by platform. In each of the cards, you'll notice in the top right corner, there's an icon that appears that indicates the sampling rate for the data presented in the card. For example, this shows us that this is an unsampled card. It's showing 100% of the available data, but thresholding is applied. making sure that it meets the minimum data aggregation thresholds. You also see this green check mark for cards where 100% of the data is being used and displayed in the card. In some reports, it'll show at the top. If you want a tutorial that covers events, conversions, and all the reports in GA4, check the link on the screen or in the description. So if you found this useful, please like, comment, subscribe. And if you want more content on digital analytics, including tracking, reporting, analysis, we'll see you in the next episode.